This one's awkward for everyone, least of which me, actually. This one's awkward on purpose, and by God, I'm proud of it. I'm that person, for some reason, when people get uncomfortable and awkward, it just brings me joy, all right? Just anytime I can ruin a social cue, anytime that I can have a social faux pas on purpose, right, and just ruin someone's conversation at a party, I'm all for it. So basically, I was that kid when my dad went to prison. You remember when we were in school and we had to have like permission slips of like, hey, have your parents sign this? I'd be like, what if you don't have parents, Mrs. Wilson? I don't know why I said Mrs. Wilson, because my dad didn't go to prison when I was in Mrs. Wilson's class, but be more like, what if your dad isn't around, Mrs. Goulas? Mrs. Goulas didn't care. Mrs. Goulas was, she was a tough one. She didn't take no shit. And Miss Fisher, that's a good one. So I would just make those types of references like I can't have can you please have your parents sign this? And at the time I was in foster care, so I was like, legally I don't have parents. I just have foster parents. You should be inclusive with all of us. And every single time it would make the teacher incredibly uncomfortable because where we were at, like the town that we lived in, that never happened. That stuff, like they were all super rich kids who lived in nice houses and families. And yet there was this one white trash kid in the class whose family was just going down the toilet. And I just made that aware to everyone as much as I could every single day. Anytime I got just, yeah, hey, I can't have my parent sign this permission slip to go to this vacation because he's in prison forever. So thanks a lot for letting me remember that, Mr. McCarty. I think his name was Mr. McCartney or Mr. McCarthy. Sounded like a Beatle. Anyway, tell me, new challenge for you guys, all right? Tell me a childhood memory that's awkward, but one that you're proud of.